All right, welcome, race fans. We're probably not going to have time enough to run down through the points here. I did not know we were only going to have 10 minutes of practice or whatever this was, but anyhow, coming up later tonight at Extreme Motorsports 99 Truck Series, and tune in tomorrow night for the Laura Arca Series, followed by the OP Racing Super Speedway Series. All right, looking at the race analytics coming into tonight. 65-degree air temperature, 72-degree track temperature. They're doing 150 laps here. That's 150 miles. Tire window about 50 to 60 laps, and fuel window about 60 to 65 laps are telling me. And pit road speed 35 miles an hour. Well, we'll try to run down through the points just as quick as we can here. Tyler Ducharme took over the point lead. He's got an 8-point lead over Will Klein. Spencer Owens in third, 11 points back. Daniel Falkingham in fourth, 15 points behind. Terrell Baker in fifth, 16 points back. Chad Oxendine in sixth, 17 points behind. Anthony Emery 17th or 7th, 23 points back. Justin Lisenby in 8th, 28 points back. Caden Henry in 9th, 30 points behind. Bobby Chaney in 10th, 35 points back. Joseph?
Cody Miller is 11th, the points 38 back. Howie Burr is 12th, 44 back. Actually tied with Elijah Gracia, 13th in points, 44 back as well. John Berry, last week's winner, 14th in points, 51 points back. Ashley Mullinex, 15th in points. So is Josh Robin, 16th in points. 17th in points, Sean Williams. They're all three of those guys are 52 points back. And then you have Jared Darling and Tony Hilbrands that's sitting 18th and 19th in points, 53 back. And then Alex Warren rounds out the top 20 in points, 59 points behind.
All right, very good. All right, looks like they're getting ready to go qualifying here. So you'll have to bear with me here a minute, folks. Did not have time to set up anything. 0. So we'll get her fixed. Taking a long time to get to qualifying here. I think it's like it's stuck on the end of practice or something. I hope this is the right room because nobody's on there.
Be. There's so many people in the session. You'd think it is the right one. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised by this. I'm gonna go down and maybe get some clarification really quick.
Okay. Well, bear with us there for a minute, folks, while we figure out what's going on here. I'm kind of half suspicious here. We may be in the wrong room. They had a couple of different events up because it's just stuck on the checkered flag. And so I'm assuming this is not the right room. So just bear with us for a minute. We'll get it figured out. All right, folks, we're back. We are in the right room this time, so make sure we are. And as I said before, we're going to just kind of repeat everything here because that's what we do. Extreme Motorsports 99 Truck Series on MaxspeedTV tonight. Tomorrow night, the Laura Arca Series. And Joseph, where are you guys at tomorrow night?
Charlotte.
Charlotte, that's right. Yeah. Oh, that'll be a great race tomorrow night. And followed by the OP Racing Super Speedway Series. And again, we'll look at the race analytics because they may be a little different in this room. They are. We got a 9-mile-an-hour wind out of the east. Ouch. And 73-degree air temperature, 80 degree track temperature. 150 laps, 150 miles, 50 to 60 laps on the tire window, and fuel window about 60 to 65. Pit road speed 35 miles an hour. And I'll just throw the points up, Joseph. We don't have to run down through them again. I know that's a lot, but everybody can take a look at them there. What I think is kind of interesting is all the ties there in the 11th through 20th. Man, a lot of ties in there. That just shows you the skill level that these guys are at out there right now, that these guys are able to stay right on top of each other. You know that?
And right now, the top 20 is within 59 points from each other. I mean, this is race 5 after 4 races into the season. You can see clearly early on that the points are pretty close. And of course, we've had 4 different winners in the first 4 races. Of course, Will Klein, Femi Olat, Justin Lisenby, and Tyler Ducharme have made it into the Gold Cup. They don't have to worry about the results until the Gold Cup starts. But of course, you still got guys that's still trying to get into the Silver Cup. And I'll tell you what, points, like you mentioned, Rudy, a lot of ties in there as well. Especially below the top 10 in points, just a lot of ties right there. So it's close, and I tell you, if any of these drivers have any problems tonight, it could shuffle a lot of things in this point standings.
Yes. And I think one of the biggest gainers out there, if I remember looking at that, was John Barry, I think, with that win last week. Wasn't he one of the biggest gainers?
Yeah, him. Yeah, he was definitely the. I'm sorry. It was Tyler Ducharme that won last week. I'm sorry. John Barry won my league last week.
Yeah, that's right.
Bad.
That's right. Okay,
that one was my fault. Yeah, but you are right. John Barry still gained a lot in the points. Yep, he's up to 14th in points. The biggest loser from the top 20 in points from last week is Ashley Molinex. Was 7th in points going into Nashville last week. Same with Tony Hillbrands, dropped 8 spots as well. He was 11th, now he's 19th in points. So we have a couple of drivers that dropped big last week, but hopefully they can rebound tonight.
It'll be pretty interesting here to see what tonight's going to bring on this 1 mile track. And I know how difficult this track can be, Joseph. I mean, I've ran pretty much, I think, almost every car, and well, maybe not all the NASCAR cars, let me put it that way. And I think I even have ran the IndyCar here, and it can be fun. I mean, it is a fun track, but it can be very, very difficult too. Where it always got me was where you come out of the corners, and whether it's 2 or 4, you come out of the corners, and it just seems like when you hit that straightaway, it's like the back end of the car picks up off the ground. And I have rode on board with the cars before in car cam, and you can actually hear the RPMs like they're spinning, like it'll rev up and then when it sits back down, So it depends on how fast you're hitting that corner too, But so I mean, it kind of lifts it up. You really don't notice it until you're out there on the track, then that's when you really notice it.
The thing about what we're going to see in tonight's race is tires. Tires are going to be playing a big factor tonight, but also coming off the corners, coming off turn 2 and turn 4, it comes up on you really quick. That wall on the outside just comes at you really quick. So you really want to get off the corner really good, because if not, you're going to find yourself into the outside wall. So we're probably going to see quite a few of those tonight as well. It's a very difficult racetrack. It's not as easy as it
Yeah.
looks. It's and like I mentioned, getting off the corners is going to be key tonight, because if you mess up coming off the corner, that momentum is going to be gone, and you're going to have to regain it back. So it's going to be interesting who's going to be making mistakes and who's actually going to be getting around this racetrack pretty good. So it's going to be fun to watch.
Well, we got a lot of onboard cameras tonight. I'll just run through a few of them here. We got Chad Oxendine in the number 66. We got TCB in the number 25. Cole Freilich in the number 15. He's in there. Anthony Emery, of course, in the number 18. Brett Pancari in the number 35. Daniel Falkingham in the number 39. And I believe the last one that I have is Spencer Owens in the number 12. He's having a little camera issue there. Oh, got to figure it out. Okay. So there's a lot of onboard cameras here tonight.
Right now in the practice, Daniel Falkingham is the fastest up there with his 21.3.
Yeah.
Doing really good. He's about a tenth faster than Will Klein. Of course, Falkingham, man, did he almost win last week at Nashville? Those great final laps between him and Tyler Ducharme at Nashville to go for the win. That was a tremendous finish out there, but Ducharme was able to hold him off. Falkingham comes in here. He's had a good start to the season. He comes in here fourth in the points, 15 points back. So this looks like this is going to be one of his best racetracks, and we can see him go back to victory lane.
Yeah.
Of course, Will Klein's going to be fast here. Freddie actually won the heat race that they just ran as well. So he's third on the board right now. He's going to be fast. You're going to see these guys like Falkingham, Klein, Freddie, Warren, Lizaby, Ariotti, Tyler Ducharme, of course, Emery. In my opinion, those guys,
Right.
you're going to be watching out for a lot tonight. But of course, we also got some other guys that's had a good start to the season, like Spencer Owens. Spencer Owens, Terrell Baker, Chad Oxnine. They've had good starts to the season too. So that momentum that they have off that, hopefully they can come home with a good run tonight as well.
Okay, so Tyler Ducharme won last week, right? At Nashville Fairground, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Well, I didn't want to get it confused with your league because I did that a few minutes ago. Well, that was, if anybody missed that race, I'm telling you, missed an amazing, absolutely amazing finish at that race to see Tyler Ducharme and Daniel Falkingham going at it on the last few laps. That was, I mean, that'll trip you out right there. I'm telling you, man, that was just amazing right there.
Good. Ducharme, he is seventh on the board right now in practice. 21.5, not too bad. I know he wants to find a little bit more speed in that race car, but got a long race. And like I said, you got to be mentally focused tonight. It's a difficult racetrack to get around. So really got to be up on your toes, especially getting through the corners that are coming off.
Right. Well, I think all in all, it's going to be a pretty good race here tonight because it looks to me like the guys have got the cars hooked up pretty good out there right now. It's just going to be that racing each other, you know. And, you know, something that I'd like to see is I'd like to see the guys, you know, you race the track for the first half of the race, and then you race each other the second half. That's what I would like to see.
Yeah.
But it's very hard to get that, you know.
Oh, absolutely. This can be one of those tracks where you really want to have patience at. First half, I agree. Just feel how the car is.
Right.
Know your rhythm and stuff. And then in the second half, see if you can figure out how to push it a little extra so you can be aggressive at the end and maybe get a good result and go for the win. Because I feel it's gonna be an interesting show tonight.
All right. Well, we're going to step away for the national anthem, folks. We'll be right back.
Can you see the twilight lies gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket treadless, the bomb busting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the free, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in name, the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save, this land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the free, and the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching Max Speed TV.
All right, folks, we're back. Looks like Ashley Mullinex is the first one to come in with a time, and Caden Henry just beat that.
Yeah, a couple other drivers qualifying right now. Howie Briss just grabbed the top. Cole Freilich just put in a lap time as well. Howie with the 21.66, a little bit slower. Freddie just now went to the top. These guys, wow, Freddie's doing a one and done. So I know some of these drivers can do 2 laps. Lizaby just took the top, and it looks like it's going to be a one and done deal for him too. Howie just did a second lap, but it was slower. So maybe a one and done deal might be the best move. How about Alex Warren to the top right now?
Nice. He's been climbing the charts. If you notice the last few weeks here, he's been getting just that tick better each week. You know, learning to race around these guys for the first couple of weeks, you know, kind of is a little bit of a learning curve, I think, for a lot of people, because these guys are so good, you know. And Alex Warren, he's kind of mixed in pretty well.
Well, he's only made 3 out of the 4 starts this season. Of course, he wasn't at the Daytona race, but he was there at Texas, Chicagoland, Nashville ran pretty good there too. So yeah, he's definitely climbing up in charts. He's right now 20th in points. But if he keeps up these performances, he's going to keep climbing that leaderboard in points. So far doing a good job. Liza B is second fastest. Anthony Emery moved up to third. Hayes Booth has moved up to fifth. We got so far 15 qualifiers that has taken a time. Most of these guys, Rudy, only doing a one and done deal.
Yeah, I think that's kind of becoming the new normal with this car. I've noticed a lot of tracks, unless it's like a super speedway or something, but a lot of tracks, the guys are finding that their first qualifying lap is their fastest lap, and the second one's just that tick slower. Don't know why.
Daniel Falkingham, the fastest in practice. Falkingham to the top with that
nice
21:42, a little bit slower than his practice lap. But nonetheless, he's at the top of the board right now. We still got a minute and 15 seconds left of qualifying, so we'll see if anybody else can take that top spot away. Of course, so far so good for Falkingham. Of course, fourth in points coming in. Almost won last week at Nashville, but could not get done there. Of course, last week's winner, Tyler Ducharme, is right now sixth on the board with his 21:55. Seeing lap times at least from first to 10th, about a couple of tenths from each other. Not too bad. Somewhat close times there.
It's going to be a big field here tonight, too. Dang.
Really going to have to be up on your toes tonight, especially with this many cars. There's going to be a lot of traffic you're going to have to watch out for. Somebody could make a mistake, and this is one of those racetracks that if there's an accident, especially on the straightaway, there's not going to be a lot of area to get by it too.
Yeah.
I mean, this track could get clogged up with race cars if a big one happens, especially coming off the corner. So going to be up on their toes to keep that windshield clean. And how about this, Rudy? It looks like no one's going to take out Daniel Falkingham off the top spot. He's going to win the pole tonight with his 21:42 here at Dover.
Very good. Well, we're going to get him down here on the grid. Let's get it started here. Daniel Falkingham does indeed take the pole, 21.425. So congratulations to Daniel. I think that's his first pole of the year or the season, hasn't it? Yeah, pretty sure. Alex Warren will start on the outside of the front row in second. Justin Lisenby starting third. Anthony Emery fourth. Freddie De La Rosa fifth. Tyler Ducharme sixth. Ariotti 7th, John Barry 8th, Justin Gable 9th, and Hayes Booth 10th. Joseph?
Spencer Madden will start 11th. Cody Miller will start 12th. Row number 7, we have Terrell Baker 13th, Bobby Cheney 14th. Spencer Owens 3rd in points coming into tonight, having a strong run at the beginning of this season. He'll start 15th tonight with Howie Briss to his outside in 16th. In row number 9, we have Dylan Patterson 17th. Cole Frelick will start 18th. James Coulibaly 19th. And Caden Henry will round out the top 20. Rudy?
Ashley Mullinex will start 21st. Femi Olat 22nd. Will Klein 23rd. Chad Oxendine 24th. And all these folks back here did not qualify. So this is where it starts getting kind of tricky. Don Williams 25th. Matt Simpson, good to see him in there. He is will start 26th. Josh Robin, 27th. Nicholas Caressel, 28th. James Simmons, 29th. And Jared Darling, all the way back in 30th. Joseph?
Brett Bakari, 31st. Dallas Myhan, 32nd. Cody Lamas, 33rd. Dominic Capalupo, 34th. Scott Shire, 35th. Patrick Colby, 36th. Taylor Frank, 37th. And Michael Keithley will start dead last in 38th. So we got 38 drivers starting tonight's race. Gonna be a fun show. It looks like in just a few seconds the cars are beginning to roll off right now, as a matter of fact, and we're gonna go green within just a lap. Ladies and gentlemen, to the viewers out there, thank you all for tuning in to Max Speed TV tonight on this Tuesday evening. We're here for the 5th race of the Bolts Designs FTRL Cup Series season here at the Monster Mile here at Dover. Gonna be very interesting. Who's gonna get off these corners really well? It's tricky, it's fast, It's going to be wild tonight. Daniel Falkian will start on the pole with Alex Warren to his outside. They'll lead the field down to the green flag. Of course, we all know one driver will set the show off tonight. Terrell Baker, Joseph up in the booth. You got a copy.
Hey, what up, JoJo?
You ready to go racing at the Monster Mile and hopefully don't get bit by him?
Get bit. I'm telling you, I think everyone's gonna get bit tonight. But here we are. All right, boys, here we are here at Dover, my hometown track. Miles the Monster is a bit hungry. He's gonna eat some race cars. Can I get a good old Dover Downs? Yeah.
Green flag, green flag.
And the green flag is in the air. We are underway here at the Monster Mile. Daniel Falkian and Alex Warren has gone single file immediately. The battle for third is on. Emery on outside, lies the inside, but they get side single file. Emery to third, lies to be back to fourth.
And looks like Daniel Falkingham will lead the very first lap of the race.
Battle for fifth back there already. Freddie De La Rosa has moved up into the fifth spot. Tyler Ducharme falls back to sixth. Looks like pretty much that top 10 is mostly single file. Look, they're coming off turn 4 once again. The top 4 have pretty much pulled away from everybody else.
Oh, Justin Gable's going to get around Hayes Booth. Yes, he did. And Terrell Baker right behind him. Terrell back to, or up to 11th, I should say.
Yeah, it looks like, Rudy, everybody is pretty much single file right now. And we talked about it during the pre-race that it seems like in the first half we're going to see a lot of patience play out here tonight in the first half. Just get the feel of the racetrack, get the feel of these cars. This is very tricky. And so you can figure out what the car is going to handle like later on in the race and see if you could be a little bit more aggressive. But right now, everybody is being patient right now. But you look at this top 5, they're pretty much pulling away from 6 on back. Liza being moved up to 3rd. Emery falls back to 4th. Freddie has caught this top 4, trying to look to make up some more spots.
Yeah, this is pretty good. I was just back there looking at Femi Olat, and he is picking up positions as we speak. He's coming up through the field. Already 5 positions he's gained in 5 laps. That's pretty amazing.
Of course, Femi, of course, coming off that win at Chicagoland a couple weeks ago. Did not race last week at Nashville. Didn't see him. Oh no, it was, yeah, in Nashville. Didn't see him there. He dropped 14 spots in the points last week because of that, but he's looking to rebound on those points tonight. Of course, he's already in the Gold Cup. Nothing to worry about there, but he definitely still wants to be points racing and going for some trophies. Maybe it'll happen tonight.
That is a possibility. Very good possibility. Still a ways back to Ariotti. There is in 6th place. Tyler Ducharme now does clear a few cars and gets himself into 7th. He kind of fell back on that start after that win last week. I'm kind of thinking he might be trying to run about the same kind of races that he ran last week. If you notice, he stayed up in the front last week, and when it came time, he got the lead and never looked back after that until it came down. They were right at the very last lap there with him and Falkingham going at it.
Well, right now, I think he's just being patient. He's probably saving some tires a little bit as well, because this track can eat up the tires. It's not really good on the tire seat. He just let John Berry by. Of course, he's got Justin Gable behind him, so he's not really too concerned letting anybody pass him right now. Again, he's probably just saving some tires, hopefully for a long run, and then while the other guys burn out their tires, he'll still have a little bit of fresher tires so he can make a charge back up to the front. But right now, coming off that win last week in Nashville, nothing to worry about. He's in the Gold Cup, playing a little patience game right now.
Yeah, I just heard it there when I was riding on board with Falkingham a minute ago. Looking back on Alex Warren, I could actually hear the RPMs like he's spinning. When he gets up onto that straightaway, the back end kind of lifts off a little bit, like I was talking about earlier. I'm telling you what, Alex Warren, he can't get any closer to Falkingham.
Caution, yellow
Oh,
flag.
somebody
Oh,
got
we got a
high
caution.
up. Yeah, I saw somebody get up. Oh, a big crash off turn number 2. The
Oh.
big one has happened here at the
Yep.
Monster Mile. Multiple cars involved. One car is actually laying on its
Whoa.
roof. I can't tell who that is. The first car I saw get out of control, Rudy, I caught it just at the corner of my eye. In the corner of the screen was Hayes Booth. He
Was
seemed
it
like
Hayes?
yeah, he seemed like he lost it up on that high lane, and then all of a sudden it created a big mess. He came down on a couple more cars, and it was on from there.
Oh, he sure did. Oh,
Yeah,
no, that wasn't on that
Spencer-
lap, but
Yeah, it was next lap. It was, but he collected a.
oh, he got contact from Terrell Baker.
Yeah, he got contact there, went up the racetrack, and then he's losing control, and he's going to come back down right in front of Spencer Madden, and everybody else behind him
man.
just nowhere to go. One car did end up on this roof. It was actually Cole Freilich
Yep.
that ended up on his lid.
And Jared
and-
Darling got serious damage.
Yeah,
He is
Jared
smoking
Darling,
bad.
the league owner, involved. Nicholas Carresso got a piece of it.
Oh
Big
my
crash
gosh.
down the back straightaway. And
Yeah,
of course, I said this in the pre-race show as well. A crash can happen off the corner, and this could be the result here. It's just nowhere for anybody to go, and it just creates a roadblock. It creates a big mess. Thankfully, it wasn't as big as I thought it looked. Only a few cars involved. That could have been much worse. Also, Matt Simpson was also involved in this crash. But, man, already early on, Rudy, a big crash coming off turn 2.
Well, you know, this track is a self-cleaning track, but with that inside wall being so close, there is nowhere for it to self-clean to. That's what's so difficult about this track. When there is an accident, invariably, somebody else is going to get collected into it because there's just nowhere to go to get away from it. Gosh,
Yeah,
what do we
Jared-
have? About maybe 6 or 8 cars get caught up into that? Oh my God.
It was a good amount. Yeah, Jared Darling is sitting on pit road. Matt Simpson is still out there on the racetrack. Hayes Booth is obviously singing the pits. And of course, Cole Freilich, he had to tow because his car was laying up on his roof. So there was nothing he could do but to tow. Man, a shame for some of these guys early on to get caught up in a big mess.
Yeah, it was looking really good too out there, but 19 cars still on the lead lap. Or I'm sorry, 19 cars did not pit. Okay, so from Cody Lamas in 20th on back, everybody did make a pit stop there. So
Let's see if we could get a quick word in with our poster, Falkingham.
all right.
Daniel, this is Joseph up in the booth. You got a copy?
What's up, guys?
We're doing pretty good, man. I've led every lap so far tonight. In the first 15 laps, got a strong car, strong at practice, strong at qualifying. It looks pretty strong early on. What do you think about this race, and how's the car feeling out there?
Car is definitely on the free side. You got to take care of that right rear tire as long as the run goes on. With a pretty cold track, we're hitting pretty much track record lap times. So tires are going to wear off so quickly if you don't take care of them. So right now, I'm trying to take care of the right rear. Right at the moment, looks like everyone else behind me wants to get a move on. It looks like so. But I'm trying to hold the lead as best as I can because I know bonus points are crucial. Like for leading laps, leading the most laps. I got bonus points for the pole too. So hang on, trying taking top. But overall, car is decent right now. But I'm hoping we can keep this thing out front. We got a long way to go.
Of course, this next run, are you going to be patient on the tires again, or are you going to try to be a little more aggressive?
I'm going to be 100% patient because if we were to get a long run, which looked like to be promising right there for a second, but just had a incident there with I guess Netcode or whatever with Hayes and TCB. But if we can get a long green flag run, then it's definitely going to hopefully benefit in my favor.
Well, if you just stay out front, man, you don't have to end up in that big mess like we just saw. It was a wild wreck for sure. So, well, Daniel, hopefully we'll see you in victory lane. Almost got it last week. Hopefully you can get it tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you afterwards.
Have a good race.
All right, we're going back green. Joseph's elected to start on the outside this time, which at this track, I think is a good call. He's going to get that launch off the line, and he'll be able to go into turn 1 and drop it right down in front of Alex. And Let's see what happens here. Pace truck's in. Be very patient on this start because you got to make sure you're on that straightaway before you hit the gas. And there he goes. And a little tire spin there from Anthony Emery, but he got it straight. And he's going into second.
You're going to see that on these restarts tonight as well. Like, you put the pedal down and stuff, the tires are going to spin. Just very difficult racetrack to get a restart. So, of course, everybody seems like they've done a good job and keeping it straight. But right now, it seems like the whole top 15 is pretty much single file. Once again, Rudy, we may see some patience right now. We may not see some of that later on for sure. But right now, everybody's just content to just ride around.
Yep. Tyler Ducharme he picked up one position, but he's only come from 7th up to 6th from 8th up to 7th, but he started 6th place tonight. So let's see, we got him on here somewhere. Where the heck's he at? No, I got him. Where the heck's he at? Well, okay. Well, I knew I had him on here somewhere. How come I'm not seeing him up here now?
Well, really quickly, Hayes Booth has fallen out of the race. He is done for the night. Alex Warren just dropped back 2 spots. He just went from 3rd to 5th. So Freddie got around him. Eliza D got around him. I think Alex, he may just try to save some tires right now, not be too aggressive. He just selected to let those guys by, no problem.
I'll tell you what, Tyler is wheeling that car. Last week's winner right there, sitting in 8th place.
And the guy behind him, how about Terrell Baker? Started 13th in this race. He's already moved up tonight, so he's moved up a few spots early on. Same thing with Spencer Owens behind him. Just got up into the top 10 from his 15th starting spot.
And then, I got on board for Spencer here too. Go ahead.
Right now, well, yeah, we're watching Spencer here underneath TCB, trying to get around him for the nice spot on that bottom lane. He does clear Terrell. Also, Femi Olat behind him just clears TCB. Yeah. So that's another guy that's coming up through the field, and you mentioned him earlier. Femi Olat started 22nd. Yeah. He's already up to the 11th spot. But Spencer doing a good job right now in that 9th spot, being a little patient as well. Of course, he comes in here 3rd in points. I mean, a strong start to the season. He wants to keep that momentum going.
I know it seems to a lot, a lot of the viewers, they don't think that maybe Femi's being patient right now. But let me tell you, Femi knows how hard he needs to push that car to get to the front. This isn't his first rodeo. He knows how far he can push the car without burning the tires off of it. So he's pretty methodical when it comes to this racing stuff. Back up front, Bulkingham still leading. Anthony Emery 2nd, and Lisenby now into 3rd. They've actually put Alex Warren back to 5th. I hope you didn't just say that.
Yeah, yeah.
You did?
Oh, I did.
I'm sorry. I was too busy doing other stuff here. Sorry.
See if we can ride on board with Anthony Emery, who's riding in that 2nd spot. See what he's doing inside that race car right now. Just riding in that 2nd spot. Coming off turn 2. Let's see how much wheel movement he has to 3 and 4. Just a little bit, not much. He's actually pretty steady on that wheel. Oh, except coming off the corner right there. It wants to kick out just a little bit, and that's what these drivers have talked about too. It gets a little slidey off the corner, so they're really up on the wheel, especially coming off. But it seems like for the most part, Rudy, he's steady on that wheel, not putting too much movement into it, which is good to see. And he's not really gaining on Falkiam right now. Maybe he's still playing a little bit of patience, just ride around, just save some of his tires. But right there, he's nice and smooth on that wheel, not too much movement.
Yep.
Little bit of twitchiness coming off the corner, but that's common at this racetrack. Just very loose coming off the corner. These guys doing a very good job managing the corner exit.
And I think that's pretty much typical of this track. Not so much just the car, but of this track, that, you know, a smooth line around here really helps you, you know. But I'll tell you, he's got a mirror full of Justin Lisenby, and I'm going to tell you, Justin Lisenby's not going away. You know, he's been kind of, hasn't had the start of a good season this season, and I really think that he wants to try to get up there, maybe up into the top 5 in point. You know, he's sitting back in 8th place, 28 points out of it right now. So he's definitely got some work to do.
The good thing about for Lisenby, he's in the Gold Cup after his win at Texas, but yeah, like I even said earlier, you still want to go out there and win races, get some more points to maybe help you out to get more advantage going into the Gold Cup, you know, more bonus points heading in. So it's what you got to do. You got to keep the other guys around you to not get a chance to go to victory lane. And so far, the top 2, Rudy, have not gone to victory lane yet this season. Lisenby is going to do all he can to make sure that does not happen tonight.
Well, look at this here. Joseph Femiolat closing up on this group up in the front right now. He's up into 7th.
I mean,
unbelievable run for him.
It makes you wonder if he's. It doesn't look like he's saving at all, but who knows if he still is? You know,
right?
I don't think he's saving anything right now, honestly.
Yeah, obviously, I think he's the biggest mover forward that we've had. Maybe we've definitely had a bunch that have moved to the back of the field because of that big wreck. But Hayes Booth is out of the race. Oh my gosh.
Well, right now the biggest mover is actually back in 12th place. Will Klein started back in 37th. He just grabbed another spot. Just got by Spencer Owens. Man, he's flying up to the field. He's up to 11th right now. He's moved up 26 spots since the drop of the green flag.
I have him in 23rd, but
oh wow.
I have him restarted in 23rd. I don't know.
It says 37th for me.
Well, if that's what iRacing says, it's right. I don't know. This pulls out the API file, and sometimes it's wrong. So Taylor Fry, another one now. See, I'm showing Taylor Fry started 37th, and he's up to 13th. But now he pitted, and he's passed up a lot of guys that he passed up Terrell Baker, Cody Miller, because these guys have stayed out on older tires. Caden Henry's another one. He stayed out on older tires. Did I say cold? Boy, I'm really messing up tonight, man. I just need to go to bed.
I'll tell you what, Rudy, the battle for 3rd is heating up between Lisenby and Freddie. Finally, Freddie does get around Lisenby a couple of times. He stuck his nose underneath him, but Lisenby would get the run off the corner, where Freddie that time was able to get a good run off turn 2, be side by side with him down the back straightaway, then clear him through 3 and 4. So Freddie up to 3rd, Lisenby back to 4th, not too far behind them is Alex Warren and Femi Olat 5th and 6th, and Ariadne all of a sudden, Rudy, is coming into the picture on these top runners.
Yep. Yeah, but Femi got by Ariadne, and now he's looking to go by Alex Warren. Man, what's he got? NOS hooked up to that thing or what?
He's not saving anything right now. I'm telling you, he's being aggressive on those tires. We'll see how long that'll last, of course. Right now, it looks like he's just wanting to get track position, not worrying about wearing out the tires. He wants to get track position, so later on, maybe now that he's up towards the front, then he could start saving some tires. But right now, he just wants track position.
Well, the field is separated out now. 1.5 seconds up to Daniel Falkingham. Falkingham's checking out.
Yeah, Falkingham is showing some good speed in the long run, that's for sure. Because we saw Emery just hanging behind him, not about a few car lengths back not too long ago, who was doing that for a little while, but then all of a sudden, either Anthony is saving tires, and so it's the other guys behind him, or Falkingham is just that fast on the long run. just something that we really want to see Falkium have. You know, it's a good long run car. We don't feel like we see that a lot recently, whether it's in FTRL or Nork. So we'll see if it seems like right now, Rudy, he has a good car enough to go to victory lane.
Josh Robin just passed up Caden Henry Oaks to go into 17th. So he's picked up 10 positions since the start of the race. Justin Gable has fallen from 9th all the way back to 19th. So he's going backward.
Battle for 4th. Femi Olat once again keeps moving up towards the front.
Yeah, yes,
Just
sir.
gets underneath Liza B, and so is Ariadne, gets around Liza B. So Liza B drops back a couple of spots, back to 6th. Ariadne up to 5th, Femi up to 4th.
Yeah, these guys would definitely welcome some new tires right about now, but
Oh yeah,
they're probably
these
gonna
guys-
they're probably gonna go another 10 laps or so here before they're gonna be thinking about pit stops.
Well, they restarted back on lap 17, and right now it's lap 45. These guys have gone a good 28 laps.
Yeah,
on
but
these,
they didn't pit. They didn't.
These
pit.
guys did not pit, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's so far right. What I was about to say, right now is a 28 lap green flag run, and of course, yeah, tires are starting to go away for sure. And of course, the guys that did pit under that first caution, they had the fresher tires for a little while, but it seems like it's kind of even out now on the tires for everybody. Now that we've had this long green flag run going, but so far it seems like it's been a good race. Everybody is keeping control of the race car. I know we had that one big wreck, but for the most part, it seems like everybody is doing a good job getting around this racetrack right now.
Well, Chad Oxendine has come from 24th to 10th, and he's taking a look to the inside of John Barry, and that would be for 9th, and he gets it.
And not too far ahead is Tyler Duchesne. Whoa, look at John Barry doing the crossover move.
Yeah.
Looked like Chad got a little bit high coming off the corner, a little bit tight, and John took advantage of it. Oh man, look how close they are.
Oh my gosh. That
Chad's
makes me nervous.
Chad's going to get that run off, and here comes Will Klein now to John's outside. Looks like he's going to back off for now. So John will stay in the 10th spot, while Will Klein still back in 11. Now here comes Oxendine underneath Ducharme for 8th. And man, I don't think Ducharme went up the racetrack. I think Ducharme, what happened there, Rudy, I don't think he expected Chad Oxendine to be down there. And so he had to react to that, go up the racetrack, and because of that, he lost 2 more spots. Barry and Klein got by him now.
Wow.
I
Who
think,
we got right behind him there?
That's
is,
Owens.
James Simmons.
That's Owen. Oh yeah, that's James Simmons. Of course,
Yep.
James is several laps down.
Yeah, 9 laps down. Wow.
And then the next lap car is Spencer Owens back in 12th.
Yeah, that's right.
Second place, or third place, as a matter of fact. I'm sorry, Femi Olat just got by Anthony Emery.
My gosh. Don't them tires ever wear out on his car or what?
Either that or the top runners are really saving tires, but right now Falkium is still pulling away. 2.6 second lead. I mean, Falkium does not look like he's saving at all. I think maybe he wants to experiment how long the tires can go, which is probably not a bad idea. You know, he's out front. He's got a nice size lead, so it's like, why not experiment a little bit?
Actually, these guys have already clicked off a third of the race already, Joseph. Golly, man. Race is going by fast.
Well, 99 laps to go, coming to 98 to go this time by. And these guys doing a very good job. We had the one caution back on lap 8 or something like that due to a big wreck coming off turn 2.
Well, I wanted to check in with Brett Macari here. Now, Brett's another one that he has come up through the field pretty nicely here too. He's running VR tonight, and I'm just going to assume from everything that I hear about VR that is the way to go. He's come from 31st to 14th. Obviously, there's got to be something to that. Good job for Brett Macari.
man, up to second now. It's tight here. Freddie trying everything he can to hold off Femi, but Femi
Yeah.
is just right up on the back bumper. He's taking the peek to the inside. Here we go.
There he goes. Yep.
Now,
He's just gonna let him go.
now, Falcam has a 3-second lead. How much will Femi Olat charge him down? How long will it take? We're about to find out.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna take too long here because with him the way he's racing right now, I don't think. I know what it is. He's got that thing on FedEx. FedEx is pretty fast at deliveries, so maybe that's maybe he got a little training session there from the FedEx guys.
Here's the thing, Rudy. FedEx may be fast, but they're not fast at winning championships. I'm just telling you that right now.
True.
Danny,
Yeah.
Danny Hamlin. I'm talking about him.
Yep. That's who I
Sorry.
figured you were talking about.
Sorry,
I
any
didn't-
Hamlin fans watching this right now.
Yeah, I didn't catch the race, but from what I understand, it was pretty close up front between Joey Logano and him, Chase Elliott. So that was the battle. The other two were nowhere near as fast, from what I was hearing. I need to go watch the highlights. God, look at this here. He has come right up on the back of this lap traffic, Daniel Falkingham.
Yeah,
And
a
he
lot
is
of lap
just-
traffic.
Golly, man. Yeah, well, that's just exactly what Femi Olat wants to see right now, too. He wants that lap traffic to slow him up enough where he can catch up to him.
Well,
And Daniel
right.
does not want that to happen.
That last lap, I mean, the lap before that, Falcam was 3 seconds ahead because
Yeah.
of the lap traffic. I mean, look at that. Madden just came down in front of him, so that's going to slow up Falcam. Last
Yep.
time by, it was 2.8 seconds at the line. We'll see. Oh, it's Spencer. Whoa! Spencer Madden gets sideways coming off turn 4 right in front of Daniel Falcam. Good
Oh, my
save for
gosh.
him. But, man, can you imagine what was going through Falcam's mind right there?
Oh, he probably thought his night was over right there.
Oh my gosh! But because of that,
Oh,
Falcam
look
lost
out.
another. Falcam
Go-
lost another couple tenths.
Yep, Cody Miller, boy, he was really loose right there in front of Daniel, too. He's got an awful lot of
Oh,
damage
man.
on that car.
That time, Falcam lost about 6 or 7
Oh,
tenths. Now
yeah.
it's down to 1.9 seconds. I mean, Falcam being in that
Yep.
traffic right now, not helping out.
Nope,
right
but
now.
now Femi's got to get by all this lap traffic. So, and that's probably going to slow him up a little bit. We got some guys that are coming to pit road. Some guys are coming off of pit road. I just seen Terrell Baker come off pit
And-
road. He is a lap down.
And really quickly, yeah, Femi, now that he's stuck in the traffic, he just lost a few tenths there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it just depends on how you get around this traffic and where you catch these lap cars. Just very difficult to get around
Yeah.
traffic around this racetrack.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough one, man. I'm telling you. Alex Warren back to 7th. And these guys should be thinking about pit stops here right directly. Dad told me that they were getting between 60 and 65 laps. Well, now if you take the caution laps out of that, we should be seeing some of these guys that stayed out. Oh, yeah, there's the caution. I just seen that. Who was that? Dylan Patterson. Go back and take a look here at what happened to Dylan Patterson. I think he just lost it.
Oh, Dylan Patterson just got disqualified, too, so something happened.
Oh, uh-oh.
Oh, what was Dylan Patterson doing?
I
So
don't...
he missed the entry of pit road.
Yeah.
And then what happened here afterwards? See,
He
wow, he
tried-
went in way too hot. He
Yeah.
stopped, and I don't know why he just kept saying that. Oh, he tried to reverse. I think he tried to
Oh.
reverse, which
Yep.
that is not what you're not supposed to do that. He should have
Oh.
just gone back around. I know he was going to lose some time for that, but he should have gone back around. But you see, he's just stopped there.
Yep.
He's not even attempting to go or reverse. He's just stopped there. I tell you what, that is not a good idea. I don't blame for him to be disqualified for that. That is just unacceptable there. He
Yeah.
should have just, instead of just stopping there, just sitting there, he should have just gone another lap around. I mean, unfortunately, that stuff happens, Rudy. You know, you try to get every amount of time coming on the pit road, but sometimes you just get a little bit too much and you miss the entry. You just have to take the L and just go back another lap around and try it again. You're going to lose time doing that anyways, but it's better than being disqualified, that's for sure. Now, we got the top runners
There
down
we
pit
go.
road.
Yeah, I wasn't even live. Wow. After that replay, I wasn't even live yet. Okay, well, Daniel's going to get out first. Who are you going to talk to now?
Well, I tell you, let's see if I can find. Trying to look from here. Oh, let's see if tell you what, let's. Oh well, he's not. Yeah, okay. Let's get a word in with Anthony Emery.
Okay.
Anthony, you got a copy, bud?
What's going on, man?
You're just doing a very good job. We're doing well up here in the booth. So far, so good, man. Just hanging in there in the top 5. How's the car feeling right now? It seems like a lot of these guys are saving their stuff, but it's also very treacherous coming off the corner as well.
So far, it's not going so good because I'm getting my butt kicked right now. Femi just drove up from last, basically, and just killed us all, and Daniel drove away from me, and I was getting passed. So no, I don't think it's going too well for me. I don't see it that way. 5th isn't good enough. But, I mean, it's fun to drive. It seems to be the case here with me every time I come here, and I can't keep it together in the long run. I just get gapped, but it's fun to drive. I don't know. I'll have to try something different this run, but who knows if it'll work. I just can't seem to figure it out. I don't know what they're doing that's so different than me, but I'm kind of at a loss here.
Yeah, we mentioned it a couple of times, so that it seems like everybody is almost running the same pace, but yeah, Femi is just flying by everybody through the field, and we're just wondering if it doesn't look like he's saving at all, and we just maybe figure, okay, maybe these other top runners are saving, but just hearing from you, it's you're just as confused right now on what you could do differently. Is there any have you figured out what could be wrong with your performance, and maybe you can learn from it and maybe get better once the race goes on? Have you figured out anything yet?
He didn't put any stickum on his tires.
I don't know. Yeah, Femi's cheating for sure. He's cheating.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I did surprise me because last time we raced here, I raced against him in Newark. He went out here and he qualified on pole and he led the whole race and won. So I thought that he was going to be the guy to beat. But Daniel's been pretty impressive too. But looking at his tires, like he told me his tires just now. His tires are 25% better than me. So. I don't know.
Wow.
It's a line thing for sure. So I'll just have to figure it out here.
All right, Anthony. Looks like you're gonna restart in the 5th spot. You guys gonna go back green next time by, so we'll let you go. Hopefully, you can figure out what Femi is doing. Maybe keep up with him, and maybe we'll talk to you after the race as well. Good luck.
All right, buddy. See y'all.
All right, Joseph, get him going.
All right, Daniel Falkham has dominated in this first half of the race. We're about to hit the second half in just a few laps, but he will be your race leader. Femi Olak, probably the fastest, definitely the fastest car out here, now in second. See what he can do with Daniel. Will he be able to get by him? Pace truck peels off. Lap 69, we're going back green. Falkham on the loud pedal right now. Green flag back in the air.
Daniel did not want to see Femi right on his bumper. I can tell you that. That was the last person out there on the track he wanted to see in his rearview mirror.
All right, now it looks like the top 6 are pretty much single file, and then looks like we got a side-by-side battle further back. That's with Chad Oxidine and Alex Warren. Chad gets around Alex for the 8th spot, and looks like behind Warren and stuff. Well, that's Tyler Ducharme, I'm sorry, that Chad got around.
Yep.
That's Alex Warren and John Berry hanging there in 10th and 11th. But so far, Rudy, once again, we see the top runners immediately after the restart be single file.
And look at Femi. Here he goes.
Oh, yeah. There he goes underneath. Falkham.
Oh, man.
basically the first pass we're seeing for the lead right here. And man, look at Femi slide up in front of Falkium to try to break his momentum, and it worked. Femi out front here at the Monster Mile, Falkium back to second, and Freddie right now in third.
I'll tell you, man, that's an amazing, amazing run right there for Femi Olat. He has cleared this whole field, the whole field, in 71 laps. That's amazing.
Very impressive. Definitely, in our eyes right now, we're the fastest car out there. And it looks like he's right now trying to gap Falkingham. And man, Daniel's just like, man, what do I got to do to keep up with him? Like, what is he doing differently that I can't do or need to figure out how to do?
No kidding, man. I'd be wondering the same thing myself. Like,
and now that Falkiam is not the race leader, I wonder if he's going to focus on maybe saving some of his stuff and not like pull out to a 3-second lead like he did that last run. Maybe he might just take some time, let Femi hit some of his tires, and maybe Falkiam can save some of his. So then maybe later on in the long run, Falkiam can chase him back down.
Anthony Emery 4th, Ariotti 5th, Justin Lisenby 6th, and Spencer Owens coming from 15th up to 7th.
Ariotti,
he's trying to hold on to that third place in point.
Ariotti just got by Anthony Emery for that 4th spot, and yeah, Anthony, we just talked to him, basically getting his butt kicked out there. He just cannot figure out what he's doing wrong. And he's trying to, but it seems like so far, Rudy, he has not figured that out yet, unless he just let Ariotti go not too far behind as Liza B and Spencer Owens.
Yeah, I just seen Anthony slip a little bit there in the corner, so it's definitely something on his exit, on his corner exit, I think. Whether he's not keeping it down long enough or what the deal is there, but he's struggling with the corner exit. He's trying to back up the corners, but he's being pressured so much by Lisenby right there that he really can't back off too much more. Lisenby has to really get out of it. But boy, that's a good race going on right there. Well, looks like Lisenby says, okay, I've had enough of that trailing him. I'm going to ride for a little bit here and maybe save some tires and make a run at him a little bit later. Let's go back in the field here. A guy we were talking about earlier there, Will Klein, has now fallen back to 17th for that pit stop.
Well, so far, Rudy, we've passed the halfway point. 26 cars on the lead lap. Of course, the guys that have fallen out of the race, Dylan Patterson, Jared Darling, Hayes Booth, and Cole Freilich are still in the pits fixing some damage. Either that or they have called it a night tonight. Of course, Hayes Booth has called it quits for tonight. He is pulled behind the wall. But yeah, 2 cautions in this race. Not too bad, Rudy. This has been a good race. These guys, for the most part, doing a very good job. But right now, Femi Olat, arguably the fastest car out here, half a second lead over Falkingham.
Yeah, and Daniel didn't get to clinch the most laps led, so that's still up for grabs. And
man, it's gonna be close. If it's just those two that lead lap tonight, it's gonna be close between those two.
But the thing of it is he did get the pole position, and that's some bonus points. He led laps, that was bonus points. But boy, he sure would like to have that most laps led. That's another bonus point. And boy, he's getting some really difficult pressure there from Freddie D right now.
I was just about to say, Freddie a couple times has been right there on this back bumper, but just cannot get a run off the corner to maybe make a move on him. It looked like he dropped back a couple more car lengths there this time around. Yeah. But so far, Falkiam doing a good job holding on the segment. Freddie's trying to figure out how to get around him. But these guys that are within 2 seconds ahead of Ariotti. So, I mean, obviously the top, we have the 3 fastest cars right now in the top 3 in this race. But still a long way to go, Rudy. A lot can happen, a lot can change. Oh man, it's going to be exciting. Who's going to find some strength in the second half of this race? Look at this battle back here for fourth, Rudy. Here comes Emery. Under the in contact. Ariati saves it. Man, it looked like the battle for fourth was heated up and contact was made. Anthony gets into the back of Ariati. Ariati saves it, loses a few spots because of that, but it could have been a lot worse. Oh man, Rudy, I tell you, second half of this race, some intensity is starting to pick up just a little bit. Anthony did come over the radio and apologize to Ariati, and it seems like everything is all good there.
Well, I'd like to take a second to say hello to everybody in chat. Welcome everybody, and hit that thumbs up on the video, and don't forget to subscribe if it's your first time here on MaxspeedTV. We would really appreciate that. But Brendan, Wolf Racing, Daniel, Jefferson, Slothy Racing.
Emery up the racetrack. Sorry, Rudy. Emery got up the racetrack. He had some contact that time with Chad Oxidine, and man, I thought it was going to be big there. Lizaby gets around Emery, and now Emery falls back to that sixth spot. Yeah, man, some action already going on in this top 4, 5, 6. Man, it's getting interesting here.
Chad Oxendine up to fourth now, from 24th to 4th.
Yeah, Chad seems like he's finding some strength in the second half of this race. If another caution comes out, bunch up the field, it'll be interesting to see if he can keep up with Falkian, Freddie, and Femi. Well, of course, we're at the Monster Mile tonight, ladies and gentlemen, but the next 3 races, we look at the, gonna talk about the schedule a little bit. Auto Club Speedway, next Tuesday night, 2-mile racetrack. That should be a fun race, especially with these cars and the package that this car has. Man, that's going to be an exciting race. We're looking forward to that next Tuesday night. Then on November 24th, 2 weeks from tonight, short track racing at the world's fastest half mile at Bristol Motor Speedway. That's on November 24th, just before Thanksgiving. And then the first day of December, Darlington Raceway in South Carolina. So 3 different types of racetracks coming up in the next 3 weeks, Rudy, that I'm really looking forward to. Auto Club, Bristol, Darlington, some very good racetracks. And how about the Daytona Road Course on December 8th in a few weeks? Holy smokes, that can be fun too.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking forward to. I love to watch these guys race on road courses. I don't care what they're in. I just love to see these guys race on road courses because it pulls the best out of these guys. Jared Darling making his presence known again. Finally got off pit road, 73 laps down. Ouch.
And man, that's too bad for him because, and you know, he had a good run going last week at Nashville, but blew an engine in the last few laps. It resulted in a bad finish. He came in here 18th in points, Rudy. This result tonight is not going to help him out either.
Yeah, well, he should be able to pick up quite a few positions. There's quite a few guys out of the race here. We can pick up at least 3 more positions here. So.
Oh, man. And I know this don't matter, but look how fast he is on those fresher tires compared to the guys on old tires. That is just incredible.
Well, Femi Olat's coming up on lap traffic, and we seen what happened last time with Daniel Falkingham. If he can get by these guys quickly here.
Yeah, he just got around Matt Simpson, Dallas Myhan, and Cody Miller is up ahead of him side by side. Not really what you want to see in front of you, but we'll see. And you know, honestly, in my opinion, both him and Falkingham in that other run, they were pretty even just getting around the lap traffic. They seemed like they were both struggling getting around the traffic. Well, because of that, Femi lost a couple of tenths just getting around this traffic. We'll see what it's like this time by. Last time by was 8 tenths at the line. This time will be 7 tenths. So Falkingham is getting around the traffic better than Femi is right now.
Well, he's got to get by Cody Miller.
Yep.
And Cody's car, I mean, I know he's trying to keep it out of their way, but that car is really pretty bad shape right now.
Well,
so Daniel clears him.
If Falkingham does get around him, I just want to point out real quick, Ashley Mullinex and Michael Keithley has fallen out of the race tonight. They will not finish this race, but so far, we still got 25 cars on the lead lap. Cody Miller, the first one, a lap down right now in case a caution does come out. But Femi, the pace he keeps having, I mean, doesn't really have any more lap traffic in front of him for a little while. It's going to be a little while until he catches Bobby Chaney.
Checking in with Anthony Emery after that near crash. He's got it back together now. Still trying to figure the track out, Joseph, but you know, I think probably if that wouldn't have happened to him, I think that kind of put the scares into him a little bit. And if that wouldn't happen to him, you know, he might be in a little bit better shape right now. Going back to 7th place, Alex Warren was up there battling right behind Daniel Falkingham at the beginning of the race. And man, boy, look at Jared cutting through traffic.
I know, again, it doesn't really matter because he's several laps down, but that's just fresh tires compared to old tires. But yeah, Alex Warren starts second this race. He hasn't really found the speed as of late, as it showed early on, but it seems like he's just riding around in 7th. John Barry is there in 8th. Of course, John moved up the most spots and points last week. For those drivers that was in the top 20. And, you know, he's trying to get another good run tonight, maybe to move himself up into the top 10 points. Ariati, remember that big save we saw a few minutes ago? Is right there in 9th. He's hanging on right there behind John. See if he can get right there for that 8th spot.
Justin Gable now in 10th. He has not, it was actually further back than that, but he's actually picking up spots again. And right behind him sits Brett Pancari in 11th. Brett comes all the way from 31st. A good solid run for Brett Pancari tonight.
Ariati did get around John Barry for 8th through 1 and 2. So move Ariati back up to 8, John Barry back to 9th. Spencer Owens. Spin coming off 4. Spencer Owens.
Yeah,
I was just about to talk about him, and all of a sudden, I see him just stopped on the racetrack off turn 4 on the front straightaway.
Back, take a look at it.
Yeah. 3rd in points coming into tonight, and he's got some damage on that left front too, so he must have hit the inside wall.
Well, this is gonna. Oh man, did he ever? Yeah, he bounced off that inside wall with the back and the front, so he's gonna have damage on the front and the back. So, all right. Well,
boy, that is too bad. I was just about to say that, you know, we saw him get up close to the top 10, but he started falling back a couple of spots. He fell back to 15th, and then all of a sudden, as soon as I switched to him, he's spun backwards on the front straightaway.
Well, everybody's going to pit, this will make, we'll probably have about 44 or 45 laps to go when they get the green flag. So everybody should be on pretty decent tires to finish this up.
Oh, yeah. Everybody. I would assume everybody's coming down pit road. You want those fresh tires. And I bet these guys are very happy that a caution came out. Because they restarted on lap 69, they pretty much went 32, 33 laps on those tires. So a little bit of good amount of laps on those tires. Of course, Femi does come in first. Let's see if he can come out first. Who will win the race off pit road? It could make a difference in the outcome. And here comes Femi. He's leaving his pit box now. Will he be the first one out? About to find out. Will Falkingham come out first since he had the first pit stall? Would it be to his advantage? Gonna be close right here, Rudy, and it looks like Femi is gonna come off pit road first.
Yep. Femi got it. And what looks? Cody Miller got by him? No, I don't. No. Femi will be the leader.
Yeah, Femi got by. Femi came out first. Then it was Falkingham. And then it was Freddie, Liza B, and Chad Oxendine in top 5. Well, let's see if we could get a quick word in with Chad Oxendine, actually. You know, Chad having a nice run tonight. He's just came off pit road and 5th. Let's get a word in with him. Chad Oxendine, this is Joseph up in the Max Speed TV booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Joseph. What's going on?
We're doing pretty well, man. Enjoying this race so far. It's been pretty good from up here. You're doing pretty good for yourself. You was running in the 4th spot before that caution came out. Of course, you guys just came off pit road to get some fresh tires, and you'll be set to go once again in that 5th spot. How's the car feeling out there right now?
Yeah, the car, it starts out a little snug, and then it loosens up kind of middle of the run, and then it tightens back up at the end, which I really like the long run. I think if we can get a long run here toward the end, I think I might have a shot at it. The short runs, it's kind of hard to pass. Everyone's, running the same speed, but hopefully we get a long run to finish it out. It's been fun so far.
Yeah, we've seen some drivers with some good speed on the long run, and I can agree you're definitely one of them right now. Of course, people have been talking about Femi Olai. We talked to Emery earlier, and he just seems like he can't even figure out what he's doing wrong, can't figure out what Femi is doing right. So everybody trying to contend with Femi Olai right now. Falkium's been fast, Freddie's been fast. I would say arguably they've been the top 3 fastest, but I would say you're pretty next on the list. What are you going to have to do to get around those 3? Are you going to save some tires early on in this run and maybe make a run after? Or is it getting down to that point where, you know what you got, you're going to have to race hard and go after this?
Yeah, I think at the start of this run, I will try to save as much as I can without losing time. I don't want to lose touch with them guys. They're so fast. They're so fast, you're not going to make it up on the back end of the run. So I'm going to save a little bit and then just try to hold my position here in the top 5 and go from there. But if we get a long run, I think I have a shot. If it's a short run, it's going to be pretty tough to get around them guys. But you never know. That's why we race. So we'll see what happens here.
That is exactly why you race, and that's why we're here broadcasting, because it's a lot of fun watching. Well, Chad, you're going to restart in the 5th spot, man. See what you can do in these final 43 laps, man. Maybe we'll talk to you afterwards after the race. Maybe you can find a way to get to victory lane. Good luck out there.
Yeah, hope to talk to you later, Joseph. Enjoy the rest of the race, you guys. Thank you.
We will. Bad Oxidant will restart 5th. Here we go, Rudy. It's going to be 43 laps to go.
Yes, sir. Pace truck's just about ready to hit pit road. Femi Olat on the inside. Daniel Falkingham, and there goes Femi. He is not messing around.
He was not wasting any time, and I don't blame him. Green flag back in the air. He's already pulled out to a 3-car length lead over Falkingham. The top 5 is pretty much single file. Everybody else trying to battle for positions. But right now, Femi Olat with the 2-car length lead over Falkingham.
And you know what's the sad part about this? If Femi leads all the rest of the laps of the race, I think him and Daniel are going to tie for the most laps led.
Oh, man. Of course, we still got 3 green white checkers that could come into play. Hopefully you don't have to use any of that, but you're right.
If I'm doing my math right there, I may be off by 1 or 2, but I don't think I am. I think I kind of calculated it there.
It's definitely going to be close. That is for sure, because those are the only 2 guys that has pretty much led laps under green. But I tell you what was that?
John Berry, man, he cut down right in front of Josh Robin there. He had to fall in behind. He went high there in that one turn, and that opened the door up for Tyler Ducharme and Taylor Fry to get in there, and they both passed them.
Yeah, John seems to be struggling on this restart. He actually dropped back a few spots on that restart. So, definitely not the restart he's been wanting. He's back to 14th. Hopefully, he's got 39 laps to go this time by to try to race himself back in the top 10, but it's not looking good right now.
Well, mid-pack, some guys we ain't talked about tonight. Dominic Capilupo coming from 34th up to 17th. Sean Williams from 25th to 18th. Boy, he's got a totally different car there. What happened to Taylor? Bobby Cheney from 14th back to 19th, and he's about to get passed up here by Nicholas Caressel. Nicholas coming from 28th and just went into 19th. A couple other ones we ain't talked about tonight. Patrick Colby, Scott Shire, these guys back here. Cody Lamas. And Howie Briss is way back in the pack now. Cody Miller, Spencer Madden after that scare earlier there. Man. So,
Second place, really quick, Rudy. Second place,
Yep.
heating up. Freddie underneath the Falkingham off turn 4, and he'll take the second spot away. But these two, Rudy, and now 3 cars, they actually caught Femi Olaf. Femi looked like he was going to pull
Yep.
away, and all of a sudden, those two caught Femi. I don't know if Femi's trying to save some tires right now, but this is probably the best we've seen anybody run down Femi right now.
my guess would be that's exactly what Femi's doing right now. He's saving because he knows if somebody challenges him for that lead, he's going to have some tires to hold him off. So that would be my, I'm going to say uneducated guess. I just knowing Femi, I would have to say that's probably what he's doing.
So right now, Femi, Freddie, Falkingham, Lizaby, Emery, your top 5. Then it's Oxidine, Audi, Warren, Gable, and Klein, your top 10. But right now, Femi Olaf still showing the way, and it's coming down to 33 laps to go this time by.
I know Anthony would love to win this tonight, but he just has not been able to figure out this track. And, I've heard drivers say in about the last 20 laps, they figured it out. So maybe he'll figure it out in the closing laps. We'll have to wait and see on that. But I know he would love to be up front leading right now.
Well, Anthony, of course, yeah, you always want to win, but you also got to look at big picture. You know, he comes in here 7th in points. If he gets in there a good run tonight like he is right now, he could move himself up into the top 5 in that point standing. So still a long, honestly, Rudy, 32 laps to go. Still a lot of racing left to go, so a lot can happen. We know these races, a lot can happen.
Well, lap traffic is starting to come into play just ahead of Femi Olaf. I'm not sure who that is up behind.
James Simmons.
James Simmons. Wow. Oh man.
Of course, James is 8 laps down, about to go 9 if he gets out of the way, which he does.
He didn't hold up Femi any, so that's good. Everybody seems to clear him okay. We were talking about Jared Darling there earlier. He still has not picked up any spots yet, but there is enough time for him to pick up possibly 2 more positions. So he'll finish, 1 more position. So he'll probably finish in about 35th. Dang. What a day for Jared Darling.
Yeah, early on. I mean, caught up in that big crash. Not even the 10 laps. We got some battles going on further back.
Yeah.
How about Chad Oxidine and Anthony Emery going at it? Chad just flew by Anthony Emery for that 5th spot. Anthony, once again, he just cannot figure out how to get around this track. He's trying, but he just doesn't know what he can do. He's just getting his butt kicked out there. And of course, Ariati now they're in 7th. Of course, the last time Ariati and Anthony Emery was next to each other, there was some contact going into turn 1. Emery got in the back of Audi, threw him up the racetrack. Audi lost a few spots. We'll see how these two can race each other. But it seemed like everything was good over the radio, so I don't expect any retaliation. But look back up for 2nd, Rudy, and it is bumper to bumper right now. Femi is pulled away once again. Seemed like Femi's found something in the long run, but man, is Falkingham all over the back bumper of Freddie right now.
Yeah, and it looks like
There he goes.
Freddie's tires were gone away.
And there goes, Falkingham to the inside. Does take that spot away. Here comes Lizaby for 3rd now.
Yeah, I think Freddie's tires have gone away. He's just drove it so hard to try to stay ahead of Falkingham and trying to keep up with Femi. I think he's just burnt them tires up already. God, it's hard to believe he burned them up already, you know what? Dang.
25 laps to go this time by. Femi with a 1.4 second lead. And man, he is checking out. There is just nobody right now, Rudy, that can contend with Femi.
Yeah, and that's not what Daniel Falkingham wanted. He wanted to be a lot closer to him so he could challenge him, because I think Daniel was saving tires there for a little bit. And now he's dropping the hammer. He's saying, man, I've got to go. I cannot at all costs let Femi get that far away from me. I can't reach him.
That's probably why Femi may have pulled away, because Falkium is trying to save some of this stuff. But let's see, it was 1.4 last time at the line. Let's see what it's going to be this time with 23 laps to go.
Oh, 1.4.
1.4, yeah. So, I tell you, Falkium ain't catching them, but he ain't losing them either.
That's right, yeah. Well, how about Will Klein making it into the top 10 here after starting 23rd? He's always the guy we're always watching the end of these races. Somehow he manages to make it inside the top 10 or win a race. But, you know, we'll have to see if he can better that. He's riding right now behind Justin Gable.
Ariadne just got by Anthony for 6th. Alex Warren now for 7th. Anthony drops back to 8th. Man, Anthony is just struggling right now.
Yep.
Getting his butt kicked is what he would say.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, after starting 4th tonight, back to 8th. Might not lose any more positions, but it's not going to be a winning night here for Anthony.
I mean, honestly, an 8th place finish for him is going to be a disappointing night. I'll be honest with you. Because Anthony, you know, he's a good racer. We know he can win races. We've seen him win races several times. But, man, this is just not the Anthony Emery we normally see. That's for sure. He is just struggling getting around this track.
I don't know if Justin Gable and Will Klein will get to him before we get down to it, but 20 to go. And Femi Olat now down to only 1.2 seconds.
Yeah.
And 1.1. Falkingham's closing.
Slowly but surely, Falkingham is closing in. Is it going to be enough time, though? That's the question. Or is Femi trying to save a little bit more for the end? I mean, we don't know which way this is going right now, because Femi pulled away for a 1.5-second lead, and then all of a sudden Falkingham's now closing in a few tenths on him. Obviously, like you said, Rudy, it's come down to it. 18 laps to go now. Let's see what's going to be at the line this time. It's down to, once again, 1.1. So if Falkingham wants to get up there, he's really going to have to put the hammer down right now. And lap traffic is coming. Femi can see that lap traffic. There's a few cars up there. I mean, you got James Simmons, Dallas Myhan, Jared Darling, Matt Simpson. You got those guys up ahead of Femi and we've seen Falkingham be better than Femi getting through traffic. So this could work to Falkingham's favor.
Yeah, Daniel's driving the wheels off of it right now. He's down under a second. Well, he kind of blinks for a second there, under a second, but he's sawing the heck out of that wheel. But we got a caution.
Oh, caution! Oh, crap! Yeah, crash right here in turn 1.
Oh my gosh, Cody Miller and Scott Shire get into it. Let's go see what happens here. Ouch.
And this was not too far in front of the leaders, too.
Yeah, Cody Miller, I'm not sure what happened here, whether Scott Shire tried to get a run on Cody Miller.
Oh.
Cody might have been doing a little blocking. I don't know. We're going to find out here in a second.
Yeah, this is coming off turn 4.
Whoa, Shire.
Oh man.
Shire got up into him.
Yep. I mean, he got loose off the corner and overcorrected just a bit, got up into Cody. Both him and Cody goes hard into the inside wall. And then a couple other cars going to get involved. Dallas Myhan, nowhere to go. Look at Femi Olat right there, Rudy.
Oh,
Femi
I seen that.
Between those two wrecked cars. I'm telling you, it was it was not too far ahead of Femi.
I mean, how did he slide through that? Where is Femi? Where did he go?
Oh, man.
There he is. Okay. They're pitting.
Femi is down pit road while the others stay out.
Yeah, let me, I'm going to ride along here with Femi real quick. And you said he stayed out?
No, the top runners stayed in and some top runners stayed out. But yeah, you're on board with Femi.
Yeah.
Right here, trying to get through the wreck.
Yeah, there's the wreck up ahead of him, and Femi's coming up through, and he's probably holding his breath right now, and he's thinking, "Oh my!" Well, thanks to Dallas Myhan for clearing the path for him. They're taking out Cody Miller.
Yeah, because who knows, man. But
Oh, that was unbelievable right there.
we got a new race happening right here, Rudy, because we had several takers, but several people stays out. Femi Olat, who came down pit road, and Femi. Okay, Femi right now is in the. Okay, now they're coming down pit road. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
looking at a
they're
replay. That's what I'm looking
Yeah.
at. You're right.
Yeah, them guys all came in, but
Yeah, you're right.
Freddie stayed out
Freddie
to lead a
stayed
lap.
out.
So yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at a replay. I was very confused what I was looking at. But yeah, Freddie does stay out. Femi is second. I don't think those old tires are going to work out good for Freddie, honestly, Rudy.
Well, I was off on my math because if Femi leads the rest of the laps here, he'll have led 77 laps, and Daniel's led 71. Boy, I was off by about 6 laps on that. Wow.
See if I mean, we're gonna have almost 10 to go when we go back green. Let's really quick. Maybe we could talk to Ariati, who's running in the 5th spot now.
Yeah, that's a good idea. He's
Ariati, this just shows stuff up in the booth. You got a copy?
not in 5th. In 20th.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Harry?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you. All right. Well, Ari, what's going on now?
The top 7 cars missed the, we didn't realize pit road was open there, so we all missed it, but apparently the guys behind us were paying more attention than we were.
Yeah, we're just noticing that right now that, you, Warren, Klein, Emery came down pit road. Yeah, okay. Wow. We were just wondering what was going on.
We got 10 laps here to try to make up front.
All right. Well, sounds good, man. It's going to be wild. We'll be watching you guys. Good luck out there, man. We didn't realize you guys were going 1 to green right now. We'll let you go. But see if you could drive up through the field, man. Good luck.
Appreciate it.
Oh, that's a real mess, ain't it?
Yeah, I thought I was confused about what was going on. And now we just
Man.
got our answer. Well, Rudy, it's 12 laps to go. Green flag this time by. Here we go. Pace truck pulls off, and Femi not wasting no time once again. Green flag back in the air.
Green, green, green.
Top 4, single file. Femi pulled away by a couple of car lengths ahead of Falkingham.
Yeah, look at this. Tyler Ducharme into 3rd. He was laying back that whole time. And here he is in 3rd. Up under him, Chad Oxendine tries to make that
Oh,
run, but he
man.
couldn't quite do it.
Not quite. Falkingham.
I'm thinking, Daniel, I don't know what to think about this. What's going to happen up here? Oh, Falkingham loose coming off the corner.
Oh, you know he's being very aggressive right now, doing everything he can to chase down Femi. There's no time to save tires right now, Rudy. You got what you got. 10 laps to go. It's time to go at it for the win. But right now, it seems like Femi is pulling away. And we saw Femi do this on the short run. Just pulls away, and then Falkingham gets him in the long run. If that caution would have not come out, I wonder if Falkingham would have caught Femi. But now that now we got the caution.
Another one. Caden Henry. Caden Henry here. Something happened. Let's go back and take a look at this. Something happened to Caden Henry.
Yeah, it looks like this is in turns 3 and 4. Oh, it was a big crash. As a matter of fact, a couple other cars involved. Actually, it was between him and Josh Robin.
Oh, wow.
Josh Robin got in the wall. Josh Robin got in the wall
yeah.
and came back down in the into Caden. Oh man, who clobbered him? That was Howie Briss that got into him. Bobby Cheney gets a piece. Taylor Fry. So about 5 or 6 cars involved in this crash all of a sudden.
Oh, they did. They come right back up across. I'll tell you what, Justin Lisenby just missed that.
Oh,
he just
man.
missed it. Anthony Emery got through. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you. Yeah, Anthony Emery followed Sean Williams up through that mess. Oh my gosh. All this, I don't know.
This
Wow.
gives another opportunity for Falkingham to try to chase down Femi, and we ain't gonna have that many laps left to go. Of course, we're not gonna hit our first green white checker right here. We'll see if we can go the full 150 lap distance, but remember, 3 green white checkers still up for grabs.
Yeah. Hey, grab Tyler Ducharme. Let me talk to him real quick.
All right, sounds good. Let's see. There he is.
Tyler Ducharme, you got a copy?
I didn't get him up yet. Hold on. I know you want to talk to me, didn't you? All right, here we go.
Tyler Ducharme, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Wow, man, what a move that you've come up through there after winning last week at Nashville Fairgrounds. I know this is a slightly bigger track, not really a whole lot bigger, only 0.4 of a mile bigger. But you think you can get by them 2 rocket ships up ahead of you?
Absolutely not. If I steal a top 5 out of this, then I don't know what to do. I've been running about P15 the whole time, so I'm not sure. I'm gonna try and work with Fem here in the start and see if we can't get a good start and just kind of ride. And if I can finish third, I'm ecstatic because I am so bad. I've literally been spinning out every lap. You know, I don't think I've left Volusia from last night. I'm literally spinning out every corner. I feel like I'm on dirt. So,
oh my gosh.
I left some fuel out of it, tightened her up a little bit. Felt comfortable there for those 2 or 3 laps we got. So maybe I can finish in the top 5. I'll be ecstatic.
Well, how do you go from turning right to turning left? You turn right on dirt to go left, and on asphalt you got to turn left to go left. How do you do that?
It's a lot of practice and just trying to get used to driving straight again.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know it.
Last night you just turn to the left or turn to the right all the time. You never turn to the left.
Yeah.
Hardly in a sprint car. So.
Yep.
You know, I've been doing a lot of turning right though. I can tell you that. Coming off the corners, it's usually broadside turning to the right. So.
Yeah.
Don't know. Hopefully we can finish this off.
Well, you're not the only one. We've been seeing a lot of them go pretty wild out there, and a lot of them getting loose and everything. And we've been seeing a lot of guys really working that wheel. So just keep digging, keep up the good work.
Yeah, I got you, man.
Good luck.
Thanks everyone for watching.
Good question right there. How do you go left to turn left? I mean, you're not wrong. It's just the logic in that. It's like, well, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because on dirt you got to turn right to go left.
That's true. That is true. I mean, it got me thinking for a second. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Well, Rudy, it's gonna be 5 laps to go when they go back green.
This could be the final restart here. Maybe. I don't know.
Or maybe not.
Every time I say that, it never is. But you know. Well, thank you everybody for joining us here tonight. We do appreciate it.
Oh,
there goes Femi.
There goes Femi. 5 laps to go. Green flag back in the air. Side by side for second, though. Ducharme.
Tyler.
Gets around
and he got it. He got it. He's
chasing down Femi right now.
He is. Look at this, man. He said he was going to go with Femi on that restart, so that just kind of snookered old Daniel Falkingham right there.
Oh, it did. It did for sure. Falkingham was not ready for that. It seems like 4 laps to go. Femi has a car length lead. Ooh, John Berry went up the racetrack. No harm, no foul, though. We still stay green. We're all good here. But the pressure is on now. Femi actually really pulling away once again. Yeah. It seems like Ducharme right now does not have anything for Femi. 3 to go right now.
Yeah, now I don't know if Daniel's going to... We're going to come down to the same thing that we had last week at Nashville Fairgrounds, where Daniel's going to try to get by Tyler on the last couple of laps. So that's what we're at right now. I was just looking. Brett Poncari's up to 6th place now. I'm sorry. Freddie got back by him.
2 laps to go. Femi, 0.4 of a second lead. does not look like he has any pressure from behind. If he can
Nope.
make it back to the white flag, it looks like this could be his race to win right here. Here we come off turn 4. White flag in the air. Final lap here at the Monster Mile. Femi Olad with a half a second lead over Tyler Ducharme, arguably the fastest car in this race. It looks like he's going to go on to win this race down the back straightaway for the final time in the turn 3. And here we come off turn number 4. Femi Olad, the dominant car all night long, is going to take the victory here at the Monster Mile.
Congratulations to Femi, man. That was awesome. Awesome win right there. Very, very awesome.
Tyler Ducharme comes home second. Daniel Falkiam will come home third. That's your top 3 finishers that we're going to be talking to in just a few seconds. So, ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere. We will talk to our race winner, Femi Olad, and we will also talk to the other top 3 runners from tonight's race. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Well, Femi Olad, oh my goodness. I don't know what you had inside that race car, but it seemed like nobody else could not figure it out in those short runs for sure. Man, I tell you, what kind of speed did you have in that car, man? It seemed like you've done a lot of practice here tonight because you were arguably the fastest car in this entire race. Tell us about that race overall and tell us about the win.
Dover's become a good track for me pretty recently. And tonight it was just driving off the right rear. Like it felt like it would just get super hot if you got into the corner hard. So I would just lift a little bit on the straightaway and then just driving deeper. No brakes. I didn't brake at all the entire race. I just drove it off the right rear, and it seemed to work out.
Yeah, it seemed to work out because you would just driving up through the field, which was fun to watch, just passing cars. We talked to Anthony earlier that he was getting his butt kicked and he just had no idea what you was doing. He just could not figure it out. But now you just pretty much gave us the answer. And I gotta say, man, for you saying that, pretty good performance, that's for sure. Well, you guys are going to Auto Club next week. 2 Mile Racetrack should be very interesting with these cars, and of course, with how these cars are, could probably see some pack racing. So, what do you think about that race overall over there?
The last couple of times we've raced Auto Club, it has been pack racing, like you said, but I'm not too sure what to expect because I don't remember the last time we raced there. So they might have changed something in one of the builds, and you know, it might still be a pack, but you might have an advantage with clean air. I'm not too sure. I haven't really felt clean air like make a big difference, but it might do it at a track like that. But we'll see.
All right, Femi. Well, is there anybody you got to thank for this victory tonight?
Yeah, I got to thank you guys for broadcasting, Jared for putting on such a great league. It's been a really fun start to the season. Thanks to everybody who shows up and everyone who watches. And that's really it.
Awesome. Well, Femi, again, fastest car out there on the racetrack. You definitely showed it and definitely deserved the victory tonight with that performance. Congratulations and good luck next week at Auto Club.
Thank you.
Yes, he did. Tyler Ducharme comes home second. Tyler, we just talked to you just a few minutes ago that you were hanging around in the top 15 for most of that race, and you said that finishing in top 5 would just be like a win for you. Well, you just stole second place away from Falkingham on that restart and was able to hold on. So I bet finishing second tonight really got to feel good for you right now. Tell us about this race overall.
Yeah, man. I mean, we ran 15th the whole time, and we were awful. I'm starting to become Bobby Janey here, stealing top 5s. Last week I didn't really feel like I had a car that was capable of winning. We just were able to get out front and hold our track position. And this week, you know, we just were awful. I mean, I started 6th and fell right back. The car just, I couldn't drive it. I wasn't comfortable. I just kept wanting to wash your nose out in the center, and then when you had to put so much wheel into it, just wanted to snap loose on exit. So, but you know, I was coming into turn 3 there, and that caution, I saw the pits were open and everyone's staying out. I'm like, well, why is everyone staying out? This is just crazy. So I came in the pits, and I saw 2 cars ahead of me. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me! They all missed pit road. So we definitely stole this one. We don't deserve a second, but we'll take it any way we can get it. You know, I'm looking forward to next week because I'm pretty good at Auto Club. So maybe we can have a string of podiums here.
Believe me, Rudy even knows, but he was hearing me all confused as well because I was just wondering what is going on here. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I just went along with it after a minute. So I'm like, whatever, I guess. But you guys are going to Auto Club next week. What are your thoughts about that race? Should be a lot of fun over there.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of like a pack race, and you know, you got to save your tires a little bit, but it's easier to save your tires at a place like that where you got big, wide, sweeping corners, and you can just back your corner up a little bit. Unlike somewhere like this where you've really got to drive it off the right rear, and I'm not comfortable doing that on pavement. I do it on dirt all the time, but I can't do it on here. It's just, you get it on the right rear, and it just feels like it wants to spin out all the time. And I like driving straight around the corner, so yeah, no, it should be fun. I think I finished top 10 last time we went there in Newark, so I'm comfortable. It's just whether or not you can really manage to miss the big wreck and just keep your track position up in the top 10 the whole night. That's the big thing, is track position. You really can't win one of these races from starting back in 35th. You know, there's so many guys back there that you can get caught up in a wreck with, and you just got to use your head. And I've learned that over the last year or two. You just really got to use your head in these races, and it's paying off because, I mean, we've been really fast this year, and I think we're still leading the points. So it means a lot.
Yeah, sounds good. Tyler, is there anybody you got to thank for your second place tonight?
I got to thank Slick Sim Sport, first of all, for all the work they do on the dirt side of things. You know, I wouldn't be where I am over there without them. I got to thank Jared for bringing back FTRL. You know, he's done such a great job. I can't emphasize how good of a job he's done with this. Him, Anthony, and Tom. This is so professionally run, and it's just out of this world. I mean, we have 5 cautions tonight, something like that.
5 of them.
And this thing,
yeah.
When I tell you guys this thing was hard to drive, it was hard to drive. I mean, I'm turning like this the whole time. I mean, it's wild that we ran that long green. So, you know, and I got to thank MaxspeedTV and, you know, Rudy and Josh. Oh my God, I can't remember. Joe.
Yeah.
I'm so like just mind-boggling right now that I finished second. So, you know, thanks to all you guys that come out and watch us, put on a show here. So, yeah. Thanks, you guys.
Awesome. Well, Tyler, good job on second place tonight. Build some more momentum going into next week. Have fun out there, All Club. Hopefully, maybe grabbing their victory out there. Good luck out there. Hopefully, we'll talk to you again next week.
Yeah, thanks, Joe.
Daniel Falky comes home third. Daniel, in my mind, you was also very fast as well. Grabbed the pole, led pretty much most of the first half of that race. And then it seemed like ever since Femi Lack got around you, it just seemed like there was no other way to get around him at all. It just seemed like he was just strong out front. Is there anything you probably could have done differently or have tried to done differently to try to contend with Femi?
Heck no. Even if that, like, from the first caution, if we only had that one caution at the start and then we went green all the way, we suckered through pit cycles and stuff, I think he would have still destroyed us because, I mean, that's pretty crazy. Goes from all the way to the back to the front, and he still has better tires than, like, the entire field. So I don't know how he gets it done around this place, but that's impressive, man. But would have liked to finish second because I felt like we definitely deserved to be first or second, but got snookered on that last restart. Tyler nailed it pretty good. I was kind of hoping Femi would take the top again, and I was on the bottom, so I could like hold the bottom for the restart. But nonetheless, we'll take third, another top 5 for us, another top 3, and we're talking to you guys when it's all said and done. So at least we know we had a good day. And, yeah, just move on to the next one. Just glad just glad we were able to have a good performance these last 2 weeks, especially with the low downforce package, where it definitely suits my style. I mean, I don't mind the 550 horsepower package either, because it definitely provides some entertainment, but just 750 package where it was really hard to drive tonight, especially driving off the right rear a lot, like Femi and them said. But yeah, gonna be back to entertainment next week.
And speaking of next week, Auto Club is next week. What are your thoughts about over there?
I feel pretty good about it. Last time we ran an Auto Club with Cup cars back in Newark, we won that race, but it was a completely different tire model and completely different aero build. So definitely should be interesting to see how we do this time around. Dirty air won't be as effective. Tires will be interesting, especially with the lower fuel we have. It definitely makes the cars a lot tighter. So it's definitely going to be interesting. Kind of disappointed or kind of sad that we won't be having any more 750 package races for a little while, but it's going to be a whole lot of pack racing, that's for sure. And hopefully we can keep our momentum going. I think we definitely gained a lot of points tonight. I think we're up to second in the points now. So that's good. And thankfully, Femi won tonight. So that's the second win of the year. So at least that means one guy will get in on points now. And if we aren't able to win, then hopefully we're the guy to make it in on points.
Is there anybody you got to thank for your third place tonight?
Yes, got to thank you guys for putting it on the broadcast. Got to thank Jared and Emery, all the guys behind the scenes here at FTRL, putting all the energy back into this league. Though it's been a lot of fun these first 4 or 5 weeks. However many races we've been running. Yeah, thanks to everyone who comes to races each and every week. Definitely bringing the energy to these races. Already mentioned you guys. Thanks for the broadcast. And thanks to all the fans who watch us each and every week. And I'm glad I was able to carry one of these onboards again.
All right, Daniel. Well, good job on third place tonight. Some good momentum once again going into Auto Club next week. Good luck out there and see if you could get the win. Maybe we'll talk to you also again next week.
See you in SoCal.
All right, Joseph. Give me a second here. We'll run down through the final results. All right, Femi Olat coming home. You say that was the second win of the season? I mean,
yep.
Yeah, wow,
Yep.
Nice. Wow, it's amazing he's not up there in the points, but well. Anyhow, Tyler Ducharme coming home with a kind of a surprise second place finish there. You heard what he said. Daniel Falkingham finishing in third, almost leading the most laps tonight. It looked like he had the car at the beginning of the race, but the way Femi was coming up through the field, Joseph, I just don't think anybody had anything for Femi tonight. He was just right on it. That car was hooked up all night long. Chad Oxendine in fourth. Freddie D will finish in fifth. Brett Macari sixth. Anthony Emery seventh. Nicholas Caressel comes all the way from the back of the field to finish in eighth. John Barry ninth and Alex Warren 10th. Joseph?
Ariati will finish 11th. Will Klein finishes 12th. Sean Williams 13th. Spencer Owens 14th. Spencer Madden 15th. Justin Gable 16th. Taylor Frey 17th. Patrick Colby 18th. Dominic Capalupo 19th. And Cody Lamas will round out the top 20. Rudy?
James Coulibaly 21st. Josh Robin 22nd. Cody Miller 23rd. Caden Henry 24th. Scott Shire 25th. Bobby Cheney 26th. Justin Lisenby. Gosh, I don't know what happened to him at the end there, but man, he just fell apart. He finishes in 27th. Dallas Myhan 28th. Matt Simpson 29th. And Howie Briss 30th. Joseph?
James Simmons 31st, Terrell Baker 32nd, Michael Keithley 33rd, Ashley Molinex 34th, Jared Darling 35th, Cole Freilich 36th, Hayes Booth 37th, and Dylan Patterson will finish dead last in 38th position.
Wow. Unbelievable race tonight. I mean, it was actually good. We had some long green flag runs in it, and it was just, I don't know, man. That was some great racing, I think. Great.
Oh, yeah, definitely a good racing tonight. Interested to see what Auto Club's going to be like. I think Auto Club's going to be a lot of fun to broadcast that race. It's going to be 3-4 wide racing, maybe even 5 wide. That track's wide enough for 5 wide. So we're definitely going to see these cars spread it out all over the racetrack. Oh, man, is it going to be fun. Next Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on MaxspeedTV, Auto Club Speedway.
All right, folks. Well, thanks for watching tonight. Check us out tomorrow night for the Laura Arca series. Till then, folks, stay safe and have a good night. And thank you. Thank you very much, Joseph.